warm welcome to all of you joining us for this special edition of Mojo for Industry Save Bharat 2025 series digital dialogue sponsored by VMark India Limited. So today's digital dialogue is centered around an extremely critical and relevant topic, that is high voltage electrical safety working with power systems safely. As we know, high voltage systems are integral to power transmission and distribution, but they also pose significant risk if not handled with the right design, right equipment, and of course, right kind of precautions. So, this dialogue brings together three eminent experts who will share their knowledge and insights on ensuring safety and reliability in high voltage environment. So, first, we will begin with a keynote address by Mr. P.P. Wahi, who is the former director of CBIP, that is Central Board of Irrigation and Power. Welcome, Wahi, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Roy, for inviting. And my dear friends and sponsors of today's program, Mr. Deepak, founder of IPE program, Mr. Rajesh Sharoda, and all my best wishes to all of you today joining this great program organized by Mr. Roy. Basically, as we see in India, I must say we are proud to have all type of voltages. Right, starting from 11 kV, 33, 66, 132, 230, 400, 765, and then touching even 1200 kV, which is the trial you see at Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. And as you will appreciate, the more high voltage system we do have, the more see precautions we are required to observe in maintaining it. I must say the high voltage system is quite ferocious, quite outrageous, dangerous from all considerations. We, as a central electricity authority, the arm of the power sector, Ministry of Power, they also have a lot of documents like regulations on safety and electricity. Everybody is trying to do, to see that safety is ensured. And coming back to the number again, which is very, very popularly known to everybody now, and we say there are 15,000 deaths in a year. A depressing thing for me, at least. That is really very depressing. That if we save one death during our test tenure, I think we have done our job so well. What happened? You see, I was maintaining 400 kV transmission lines from Himachal, Deher to Panipat and Deher to Bhiwani. See, lines were running, but once you see, I wanted to check up. Let me see that every tower is properly. I could find that the 10% towers in such a big line, they were not properly. So what we have to do is we have to keep on checking. We have to ensure that all our system is properly. So basically, what is safety? Safety is the other name of carrying out the proper maintenance and. What we have to do is that all our stations, substations, the line, we have to carry out the maintenance as per our schedules, whether it is a monthly maintenance, quarterly maintenance, or the yearly maintenance. Whatever schedules we do have prepared, we should prepare with reference to the manufacturer's guidance and other guidance. Prepare it well and carry out meticulously. The substation there is for safety. See to it that there are no leakages in the equipment. Though gaskets are damaged, see what happens. Even the breathers, see what I find. The silica gels are not replaced. bushings are leaking. So all those areas have got to be very, very carefully and meticulously done up, so that at least you see the safety starts like that. If we maintain it well, we are safe. We don't maintain, you see, we are going to be entrapped. Any problem. 3 in the morning, 15 minutes given to the workers in the morning at the project. See, as the metro man at Delhi used to do it, he used to allot 15 minutes in the morning for safety. Yes, today you are going to work, do these precautions, take these safety measures, take these safety gadgets, and on transmission line, like we, the power sector, must use the safety belts. All the time, we have to educate people. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you so much, Vahi sir, for that insightful talk and for setting the tone for today's dialogue with such clarity and depth. And of course, hearing from your on ground real time experience what you have faced during your tenure. So now let's move to our next speaker, who is an industry expert, Mr. Deepak Tikleji, who is the executive director at VMARK India Limited. With the vast experience in the cable and wire industry, Mr. Tikle is going to talk about selecting and managing wires and cables for high voltage safety and reliability.
Yeah. So we are a wires and cable manufacturing company, and we are fastest growing company in India. Yeah. So presently the situation, as Mr. Wahi highlighted, that almost 15,000 deaths in a year in India. Now the death is not only because of this. There are much more deaths is because of the fire and of course the suffocation because of the dark smoke. Now, we as a manufacturer of wires and cable, we decided to address this issue because, of course, high voltage is the last part for the consumer. Consumer is going to come across with the low voltage. So, as a company, we have started with our new technology, that is electron beam cross-linked cable. Now, this technology gives the edge over the safety because it melts it withstand up to 150 degrees centigrade for the wires, and it has got the 80% extra current carrying capacity. It has got the 60 years of the life, and it is very very good in terms of the safety. Then we are introduced in a new product again, that is electron beam cross linked LT power cable, and this has got the capacity of 125 degrees centigrade against 90 degree. This is of course XLP, but XLP cross linked. Now cross linking enhances the property. As Mr. Wahi highlighted, there are a lot of things, a lot of small points which is important in terms of the safety of the installation, which has been neglected by a few of the peoples or the systems. Now, when you are opening the cable, even the small cable, when you are putting it in the round shape, better put it in the 8 shape. This is a very common phenomena in the cable line. In case of you are not using 8, the problem will be, which I have shown in the left side of this picture, where it get twisted and it spoils, and the failure of outer sheet will be there. Next slide, we will show you the how it has to be laying method, where for single core cable, flat vertical, this should be, the sequence has to be maintained. Flat horizontal, the sequence is R by B, B by R, this will. And then triple horizontal, this should be the segmentation. Then the low voltage cable joints, of course, these are the joints is most important here, which is heat shrinkable online and transition joints, safety cross cable online joints. So these are the few jointings where it has to be properly maintained by using the proper material, the quality material. Then medium voltage cable termination, there are few pictures we have shown here, that how it should be neat and clean. So it avoids any accidents and any failure of this sort of installations. Now imagine any failure of these installations will the loss of revenue, the inconvenience, and of course the critical things will be in danger. Next slide. Now there are some tests of the cable basically to diagnose the field failure or the checks. Basically, this test has to be adopted, and installation test, acceptance test, and maintenance test. So this will give the idea about the performance of the product and the status of the product, whether it is in the safe condition or it is going towards the as a critical going towards the critical area or a dangerous zone. Then next is the dielectric withstand state, which is applies to the voltage higher than the normal operating level, and that gives the indication of the failure. This is the pre-alarm sort of thing, and which you can avoid the accidents and failure in future. Then the next test is basically power factor and dissipation factor test. So these are also again regular tests to be conducted to check the condition of our circuits and our the installations. Then the DC installation resistance test, which is the next one, and this gives you the proper condition and the east core, how it is uh, present in that critical situation, and the underground, how it is performing. This gives you the clear indication on the test. So definitely these are the our approach, and this is what we are suggesting from our side, being the cable and manufacturers.
So, thank you so much, Mr. Tekle, for that valuable perspective on how the right choices, especially to the EVM technology in cabling. Next, we are delighted to have with us Dr. Rajesh Kumar Arora, Senior Manager Technical at Delhi Transco Limited, the safety voice of India's electrical and power sector. And Dr. Arora will present on safety considerations and the role of earthing systems in HP installations.
Dear all, when we talk about safety, the thing that comes in my mind is the English idiom that is as easy as ABC. Yes, safety is as easy as ABC. You have to always be careful. You have to be always make people aware. You have to show the responsible behavior. And I can assure you one thing, if you look at only the 6 regulation I am going to tell you, we can reduce 60% fire and asset failure in our system. Regulation 80 that talk about connection towards regulation 44 use of RCD. Regulation 32 that talks about inspection testings. Regulation 43 that talks about neutral and frame body earthing. Regulation 46 fire safety of your transformers. And regulation 74 that talks about the earthing of poles, street poles in your vicinity. In short, need to create a zero harm culture. Let's take the bull by horn. Let's work together to make this India free of electrical fire accidents and asset failure we are facing. When we say electrical engineering, it revolves around only 3 parameters: voltage, current, and the frequency. For EHV system, that is the topic of today's seminar, we come across these 6 dangerous voltages in our systems. And we have to work together. We have to make our systems in such a design that can take care of that 6 dangerous voltages that we come across in our EHV systems. Be it a step voltage, be it a touch voltage, mesh voltage, transfer voltage, that ground potential rise, metal to metal touch voltage. You have to design it. After proper designing, you have to implement that design. And after implementation, you have to test with a particular period, that is called periodic testings and inspection, so that you can be ensured that the design, whatever you design, whatever you implemented, is actually working. Then you have to understand why I am talking about earthing and grounding, because I want that fault current back to the source, because I need the system living being in the vicinity of my substation. I need the proper functioning of the protection system I already installed, and I have to limit the touch and the step potential within tolerable limits. And last but not the least, I have to provide a path of discharge for the external unwanted energy, that in the form of lightning. Apart from the earthing and grounding, I have talked about the bondings plays a vital role. Even if you are providing proper grounding systems, if it is not bonded with in the system, you are not providing equipotential zones within the substations, the purpose of earthing will be defeated. This picture shows how to do the grounding, how to do the bonding, and how to ensure the grounding and bonding both in the systems you are working with. I'm quite sure you can make India a safe country. You can reduce assets failure, you can reduce accidents, you can reduce fire. When you are working with any equipment, these are 7 golden rules of safety. You have to do the HERA, you have to identify the hazard, and you have to do the risk assessment. You have to clearly identify where you are going to work. You have to apply for the permit to work. You have to do the lotto, and you have to ensure that where you are going to work is free of operating voltage. You have to do the proper temporary earthing before starting any maintenance activity. You have to ensure that there is no adjacent live part. And last but not the least, before starting off any work, ensure that the required personal protective equipments are being used by maintenance staff and required tools are available at site. Safety first, safety last, safety always is a matter of culture, it's a matter of mindset. It is more than it is just a beginning. It's a mission to make India free of electrical accidents, fires, and electrocutions. With that, I would like to stop here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arora, for that comprehensive explanation of best practices and the pivotal role in high voltage safety. And we are thankful for sharing your 6 commandments that can reduce electrical accidents by 60%, and to add that your 9C. We are now at the end of what has been an enlightening and thought-provoking session. On behalf of Mojo for Industry, I sincerely thank our distinguished speaker, Mr. P.P. Wahi, Mr. Deepak Tikleji, and Dr. Rajesh Kumar Arora for sharing their expertise with us today. And a special thanks to Vimac India Limited for supporting this initiative and promoting awareness around electrical safety.